Hey, and welcome to another pad video. So, didn't really have intentions of making a video on this particular vehicle, but it's too good to pass up. So we got a 2005 Toyota Matrix. The vehicle was brought in for a simple oil change. Hey, just fix my, replace my engine oil and filter. Also brought in for a check engine light, but that's not a portion of this video. So anyway, I want to show you, we're going to end up replacing the oil pan on this car. Why are we having to replace the oil pan? So after draining the oil out of this Toyota Matrix, I realized that the drain plug itself was very damaged, like the threads, and the threads in the oil pan were very damaged. So in trying to reinstall the drain plug here, I want to show you, just got a ratchet with a 14mm socket. You can see it just turns, it never gets tight. That's because the threads, at some point in its life, someone has over-torqued that drain plug and damaged the threads to the point where a new drain plug will not tighten into this oil pan. So, what's our fix for it? We're going to do it right, and we're going to install a brand new oil pan. It'll come with a new drain plug, have fresh threads in it. It'll be nice. So, once I remove this pan, it gets even better. I removed this pan and I could clearly tell this pan had been off the car at some point in its life. So how do I know that? I want to prove it to you. So this pan, instead of having a gasket, Toyota uses a gasket material like a silicone type material that we spread over the mating surface between the pan and the engine block, and it makes the gasket for us. All right, so a proper amount of that gasket maker or silicone. So once that silicone's applied, it would spread out over the flange or surface of this oil pan. If it oozes a little bit on the outside edge, that's fine. That's no harm done. No problems. Just a little excess on the outside edge. Now when we get excessive amounts on the inside edge, this is where it becomes a problem. You can see a little bit I'm pulling off from the inside edge here. Well, why is that a problem? Because at some point down the road, or maybe even immediately, this excessive amount of silicone falls into the engine oil pan. Falls in here. You can, right? All right, so let's go look at where the pan mounts to the car. Get our light here. So you can see this is where the oil pan mounts to the engine block. Here's our oil pickup tube. Right here, it is always 100% fully submerged in engine oil. There's a mesh screen down here. This is where the engine sucks up engine oil from the oil pump and distributes it equally throughout the engine, okay? Well, in this pickup screen right here, there's a mesh screen in there, hence pickup screen. Well, look what's in here once we dig around. So we found that this screen is heavily contaminated and restricted with silicone particles. A little bit of sludge in there, like some oil sludge, but mostly silicone from that oil pan. Now once we open it up, look how it drains. So it's clear that this was heavily restricted. So what we're going to do for our client, we're going to remove this tube and this screen, and we're going to take it to the parts washer and we're going to thoroughly clean it out. We're going to remove all that debris, new O-ring, it's going to go back on the car. We've got a new oil pan that we're going to reseal with the proper amount and not excessive amount of gasket maker. So we'll apply it back up there, fill it with oil, properly torque the oil drain plug. So it's very important. You can see how something as simple as over torquing just an oil drain plug can turn into an expensive, more involved repair. So anyway, come see us at the pad. We'll change your oil like it should be. We'll inspect your car, whatever we need to do. But hope you enjoy this video, and come see us at the pad. We'll see you next time.